point, and
Yes.
I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't.
Okay?
If we go that route,
Yes.
based on projections, with no other savings, and we've looked at this pretty hard with James Carmen and our budget director and others, year two, we're out of money and going in the wrong direction with a 5 mil levy. So I'm not sure how I mean, something would have to give, I guess, in that case scenario, I think beyond trying to find staff reductions. Because, I mean, I'm looking at, that's with a $500,000 carryover into year one. We make it through with a $129,000 cash balance. Year two, we're at negative $240,000 and going backwards. So I have to throw that out there to make sure that if we go that route, we're going to have to look at.
And what you budgeted there
Mhm.
were things like significant increases if we bring in, is it 8 employees?
For the joint rack,
Yes.
they're about 10, I believe.
10.
Mhm.
I mean, those are things that we're going to have to look at as, is that a realistic assumption? I think there was a significant increase in dollars. The same thing, this may put funding towards the Southeast Community Center and J. Babe Stern Center at a lesser amount going forward. I don't know. Those are some of the consequences of this.
Okay,
So,
I just wanted to
and-
make that point in that
and as
projections.
Drew had said, if we're not going forward with a higher millage, which I certainly recognize, the thoughts here, that just may mean that, okay, we've got to start taking a harder stance towards increased revenues and charges that we have for the various centers and usages to increase the fees, whether that's programs or shelter reservations or facilities. There are other avenues that obviously this decision would
Sure.
make.
And we did have a pretty substantial and aggressive consolidated fees, or consolidated grants and fee revenues bumping up each year.
I understand that.
We do anticipate that as well. One other comment, if you decide to go forward this direction, if we go to council with that recommendation, there is always the possibility that they would amend this before they put it on the ballot. So if Councilman Morris's comments ring true and he truly wants to go big or go home, they do have the ability to amend what the commission recommends. So I just wanted everyone to be aware of that.
I'm very much aware of it, and I think they also recognize your sentiment of, backing tax increases.
Mhm.
This is, certainly not a palatable discussion at any time in council. So it's always bravado to say go big and or stay home.
It's easy for him to say that.
But
It's our money.
right,
Exactly.
but
Happen to highlight that portion.
yeah, but I also, certainly as a similar taxpayer, understand that also carries a higher degree of risk, if you want to call it that, of us losing everything. I'll call it a department within the city.